Hey guys, what's up? So in this video, I will be comparing the Path of Exile dungeon or map um, to the Diablo 4 Nightmare dungeons. So in this case, this is a tier 10, which should be equivalent to the Nightmare dungeon I'll be running in Diablo 4. I'll be running with a Cyclone build, and also for Diablo 4 will be Whirlwind, so they're quite similar to what they do. It's pretty much you're just spinning. Um, so just to clarify here, this is not like to bash either game. It's just to show for myself months from now where Diablo 4 will be. Also, you know, since Path of Exile has already kind of established itself, with content and so on and so forth, um, and Diablo still has some ways to go. I kind of want to leave that out of the conversation here, but I just would like to compare the two dungeons. And just right off the bat, you can see there's just a little bit more mob density in this. And it's not even like a high density dungeon here. I think it's like 23% or something. Nothing crazy. You can definitely amp it up too, which is what I like about Path. Um, but anyway, just spinning, and just a lot of spinning here, jumping into walls. Um, Another thing too that I also found different but the same is the I would call them. So in Diablo when you open up a chest and an event happens, it's like a 30-second event. You just kill all the monsters. Well, Path kind of has the same thing too, which will be coming up here. So I like to talk about that. That kind of prolongs the dungeon a bit, but in a good way. And for some reason I like it in Path a little bit more. Then okay, I'll just talk about when it happens. But I guess I'll talk about my Cyclone guy here. He's kind of like in the mid game. He's only level 89. He does around 600,000 damage, and he has 4k health, which is really low. So I could just get one-shotted by a lot of things here. Oh, okay, and this is where the event happens. So I don't know if you're unfamiliar with this, but if you ever see like a little green dot on your map and path, it's kind of like you just kill monsters until a treasure chest spawns. So as you see here, we're just following the green dot, and we're just killing mobs and monsters. And yeah, so I'm just spinning here, and the event is over. And no, oh wait, no, it's not. It keeps going. So we're just spinning again. And apologies for the lag here too. Something with the recording software in this game doesn't they don't like each other. So that was our event, which would be similar to opening a chest in Diablo 4, and um, killing mobs. There's also other events too in Path. My other favorite one's the one where you put dynamite on the ground, and you just blow a bunch of stuff up, and whatever blows up, mobs come out, kill the mobs, get the loot. And I'm surprised my guy tanked that right there. Good job. Um, what else? What else? Another reason why I used this clip too is because I died. Um, so you know, I think like with Path, you're definitely more penalized for dying than you are in Diablo, which I totally understand. You know, um, and I think they should both keep it the way it is for both games. So you see here like my XP bar went down like dramatically. Um, so yeah, need more health. But other than that, that's about it. So we're gonna put our buffs back on. Got a lot of buffs on this build here. I think I could add one more aura if I get a little bit more mana, but I think it's fine. But anyway, we're gonna go in, and of course we're gonna just make this as easy as we can here. Um, there we go. And then phase 2, same thing. Just gonna spin on her. Spin, spin, spin. And is she dead? Nope. Now she's dead. and my computer went black screen there for a second. So next up is the Diablo 4 clip. Okay, guys, so now we're on my Whirlwind Barbarian. This is a tier 49 dungeon. I particularly chose this one because I think anywhere from my tier 40 to 50 is like a good sweet spot, and I feel like anything over than that is just like you're looking for a challenge. So in this case, like I'm not really looking for a challenge to show you. I'm just looking to see, you know, how we can compare like a mid-tier kind of dungeon from the Path of Exile dungeon. That's also, you know, it's just tier 10, so it's kind of like mid-ish, game-ish kind of, you know. So the one thing I realized with Diablo 4 dungeons, and this one in particular, it's kind of long, and they really want you to do the entire dungeon. You know, like I felt like I made a few mistakes in my pathing here, and you'll see. But you know, besides that and my own error, it definitely like this dungeon felt a little bit more prolonged, which could be like a pro and a con in a way. But to me, I mean, as long as you're having fun, right, then you're not really thinking about like, oh man, I've been stuck in this dungeon for like 20 minutes, dude. It's like, no, it's probably a problem, first off, and second off, like, you know, if you're having fun, then whatever. I mean, I can remember playing like the Wrath of the Lich King and doing dungeons, and them taking like anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes, and I was totally fine. Two completely different games, but you know what we're trying to get at here. So as long as you're having fun, it doesn't really matter. Um, so another thing too is where going from Path to Diablo 4, and this is like saying this in the most nicest way possible. The simplicity of Diablo 4 is like almost a. I feel like a kid could play this game and kind of get it to an extent where Path of Exile, you know, I mean, you're hitting your flasks, you're hitting, you know, if you don't have like a cast on damage or on or something, like, you know, I'm casting my barriers, I'm making sure my rage is maxed and I hit it. You know, so there's definitely a little bit more to it. Plus the build I'm playing and how I, you know, manage the build itself on Path is, how do I say this? Man, I kind of just like blurred out. I was looking at a video on my other screen here. It's probably not a good idea to do when you're recording, but yeah, I mean, like the Path of Exile build that I was doing in this video is it's a lot more to it. And sorry for the lag here. This is not like the game that's lagging. It's my recording software that's lagging. Seems to not get along with Diablo for some reason. But yeah, you can just see like I'm just chucking along here. I would say though the map, like the map mods on this, like for example, like this Stormbane's Wrath that's following me around, it definitely makes you, you know, a little bit more. It's not like you're just clearing a dungeon, right, and you're just going through it. You have to, you know, be a little bit wary here of, you know, where this wrath is, because if you put them right on top of a mob, then, you know, maybe you have to drag the mob out, or, you know, you have to wait for Stormbane's Wrath to move. So I'm always trying to like make sure like I'm looking at Stormbane's Wrath here. And same thing with like the dome, the electric dome, right? Like you have to get underneath it. For some reason the sound is now out of sync. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But yeah, you see I'm just spinning here, and yeah, I mean I knew this dungeon, so it's like some dungeons are different, right? Like most of them are like once you get to like the second stage of the dungeon is what I like to call it, is where you have to like either kill like 4 like skeleton fucking what do you call them, like skeleton fucking domes or whatever the fuck they're called, or like slay like the blasphemous here, like kill 4 of them, or you have to kill all the mobs on the map. So yeah, I feel like Diablo dungeons definitely try to keep you in the dungeon a little bit longer, because like if you can see here, Like I hit a chest, now like I have an event here, you know? So I kind of just want to do it for the purpose of the video. If it wasn't for the video, I probably would have just skipped it. Because it's like, is it really worth like another like minute to sit here for this loot that's possibly really bad, you know? But then again, I've been doing like tier 49s, and sometimes I get like a secret armor piece when I complete the dungeon, so I'm just like, alright, um, that's cool. So, you know, just more spinning going on here, just more spinning. You know, overall in general, I always have fun with Whirlwind classes. I feel like there's always a lot of fun to play. Maybe it's just a Barb, like just a melee class, but yep. So there's really nothing else for me to go on the topic of. I feel like I talked about everything here. Um, you know, like I said, not trying to judge both games on which is better here. Just trying to see where we'll be at 6 months from now. Even when Path of Exile 2 comes out, I'd like to see like, you know, go back to this video and just be, oh yeah, this is what Path of Exile used to be, you know. Um, but yeah, I'll probably make another video when the new Path of Exile season comes out. But I mean, I don't really see the point because it's probably just gonna be the same game, right? So I'll think about it. Oh, so now we're getting to the boss, and this is another thing about Diablo 4 dungeons. Is like you always want, like, you have a reason to kill the boss, right? Like I feel like in Path sometimes, like I would just get the boss for some reason. I would be like, I don't want to do this boss, you know. But in Path, like, or in Diablo 4, you have to do the boss. Like even as easy as they are, like you have to do them. So that's actually something I like about Diablo 4 is like that concept in these dungeons. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video.